Everybody knows
It's him. Oh wait.
So the shop is like going through some TikTok fame.
Yeah.
This is happening. This is on your page, Jack?
Yeah, this is on Cut and Run. Here, look. This is one I
Jack is
haven't
running
posted.
the Cut and Run flipping TikTok page.
This is one I haven't posted yet, so this is a little bit behind the scenes.
Okay, love it.
He's-
Since I went to Cut and Run, I get nothing but bitches, bitches, bitches.
I don't know.
Since I went to Cut and Run.
He posts like he's a little bit of a. He just posts whatever he wants, really.
Yeah. I love that. He's like an older guy.
He posts like dancing videos and all sorts of different kind of videos and like. Here, what's this?
You know, you guys gotta smoke some weed because you really have some fucking attitude problems. Gang, gang.
That has 12
Whatever.
million views.
That's him?
Cool.
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
million views. He's got all like hundreds
I
of
love
videos.
that. So what made him come over here? Because the
I'm
clip
not
was
sure.
viral?
You gotta ask Pete, because I have no idea how he came to the shop.
Yeah, but how did he find out about the shop?
What do you mean? We're viral. How do you not know about our shop? We're Cut and Run, Lisa.
Okay.
Like, we're the only barbershop in the beach. Hello?
Officially.
I heard that there's some infiltrators heading in the neighborhood. We ain't calling no names, but beware.
What?
Yeah. Know you're coming.
Oh,
We know
really?
y'all coming out.
I'm telling you.
Oh.
In the West End and downtown, barbershops have blown up. Barbershops are the new hustle.
That's okay. We got TikTok.
All right?
Yeah. They can try to grab onto our hustle now. We got a new hustle. Our new hustle is
Honestly,
TikTok.
you know what? Actually, just in time. You're right. Actually, the timing is like perfect.
Of course it is.
God is good, man.
Yo, she's a teacher in the neighborhood, bro.
Oh, cool. You're a teacher in the neighborhood. You're a cool teacher, Sarah. What grade do you teach?
Kindergarten.
Adorable. Cool.
I love that.
Yeah. What's going on? Uncle Sean's gonna be famous soon.
Not
It's gonna be chains and robes, no clothes. It's gonna be all sorts of stuff, hey?
Yo, how come someone's talking
Young
about the coronation?
Filipino women, it's gonna get out of control around here. It's gonna get out of control around here. Yes, I know.
Yeah, hey? Nobody stopped the deal, eh?
Lisa,
I'm just being funny.
you're looking well, niece.
Thank you very much.
Very well, man.
Come
Very
on.
well, yes.
Nobody's even talking about this.
Talking about what?
Coronation of the king.
Oh my gosh, let's talk about Prince Charles' coronation.
No one knows anything. I don't know anything about it.
They.
Yeah, I didn't really.
It's very like it's a very like a.
Some weird kind of.
Yeah. Nowadays, kings and queens have too much power.
Camilla Queen instead of Queen Consort.
That was interesting
Yeah,
too,
they changed
right?
it right last
Yeah. She was the first person
I
to
was
be
like,
to get an actual crown.
She's a queen. How
Yeah.
does she get a queen? Yo, they're screwing up the whole royal family.
Besmirching the crown.
inspiring all
King
the other
Charles?
side chicks.
Ah, that's what people are saying. That's what people are saying. Hang in there, sister. Hang in there, sister. He's always been so dedicated to her, though.
My personal
He's
opinion-
always been so
My
dedicated.
personal opinion
Yes.
is that Charles
Yes.
should have passed it on to William and leave it.
Yeah.
Because he's
You're
with
right.
his wife.
He's the oldest.
kids are kids.
He's the oldest king to
They're
be.
actually-
He's the oldest person to be.
Family.
William is a mini Charles.
So leave it.
Yeah, of course. You can abdicate.
cheating on his
Yeah, you can abdicate it.
He's cheating on his wife. Prince Charles shouldn't have took the crown. He should have left it for
Who's
William.
William though?
No, but
William is a mini Charles.
I know. I'm so broken hearted.
William is just a mini Charles.
Full Lord.
Yeah.
Full 50 Lord.
Ah, okay.
I'm just saying personally, I think Williams with his wife and the kids they have together as a family unit is better off for the monarchy than
Made more sense.
Prince
Yeah.
Charles with
Yeah.
Camilla.
Yeah, Prince
Diana's
Charles is
gone.
also the
That would've
oldest
been cooler.
person to ever get the crown,
Yep.
right? So it's like,
That would have been a better look.
yeah, it makes more sense.
Yeah. Prince Charles is too old. How old is Prince Charles? Like
77, so it doesn't make any sense.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but you know what though? He did wait his whole life to serve. So he waited his whole life to be king. Literally.
Video has 10,000 views already in an hour.
This is the okay, so let me see him in the shot. Wow! He came in rough.
Yeah.
Mist did his hair?
Let's feel you have far away.
That's on our kid?
Yep.
Wow. We're going viral here.
Yeah.
Sir.
People like that.
Come on. Tag Drake. Somebody tag him.
That's right.
I'm tired of you hating on the Leafs. Oh, you're not gonna stay and watch the game with us?
No.
Come on. No, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
So what's up? How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What are we talking about today?
I got a list. So basically I want to talk about like who we think rules the world in terms of like wealthy people.
Somebody was just talking about a guy, the one guy that actually runs like the economics in the world.
Okay, and what's
I'm
his
trying
name?
to remember his name.
George
right
Soros?
now. That's not it. Maybe he's someone else. I've never heard of George Soros before.
Rothschild?
It's not Rothschild. Bigger than that.
Huh.
Bigger than those guys. He's the one that calls the meeting.
This
and
is
tells these
what I'm
guys, "Yo,
saying.
we're gonna meet
So
up.
this is what
Yeah,
we believe.
We're coming together."
We believe this happens.
Not a real thing, so we know this. You know what I'm saying? Like it was. Yeah, we know that money's not a real thing. Money was created. I don't know if you ever heard about the. There was a book. I heard an audiobook. What it was called, "The Beast from." What was that island?
No.
Remember when we were talking about this, Pete? The Beast from. Man.
I do remember, but I don't remember the name.
What was the context about it?
It's about when all the big heads met up together
Yeah.
and went to the certain island
Yes.
and was totally private,
Yes.
and they're going to discuss how they're going to create a monetary system.
Okay, so this is exactly what's happening with WEF, the World Economic Forum. They meet once a year, and these are like more than the 1%.
Those aren't the guys. There's,
Well, that
there's
part,
other guys.
That part.
Right.
Yeah.
There's other guys
this
that
is
you
what's
don't know about. The meeting's already happened.
Straight up. Those are the guys that they make you think.
That's right.
But the guys you
Who
really
rules? Okay, so who rules the world?
Meeting's already happened.
no one's not gonna know who those guys are.
No.
Those guys are just down below doing dirty stuff.
The Creature from Jekyll Island. That's what it's called.
Hmm.
You ever heard of that before?
No. I'm gonna check it out.
Jekyll Island. And there's you ever heard of the Bohemian Groves?
Yes.
You heard about that?
Yes. So this is essentially what people are saying the World Economic Forum is, but you guys are right. If it is public, they're making real life decisions, like
No,
real
Nisa.
time decisions.
No, Nisa.
No? We don't know these guys. But yes, I have heard of Bohemian Grove. Why do we associate, like,
There you go.
could you ever be too wealthy? Is there such thing as like being too wealthy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Because once you have more than you need, what's the point of having all that extra? See what I'm saying? And so that's going to attract, obviously, attract a positive attention, but it's also going to attract negative attention as well.
That's why Elon Musk sold all his houses.
That's why what?
Elon Musk sold all his property.
I love that you would bring Elon Musk into this because I've got him on the list of people to talk about.
Yeah.
That's why he sold all his
That's why he
houses.
sold all his stuff because people were coming at him saying, "Oh, you're so rich. I'm just gonna live in the factory,
Right.
in the Starlink factory."
Hilarious. I know. I think that's funny too, though. Where like the culture's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like wealth and not wanting to show your wealth in black culture, it's like it's more okay to show your wealth. I feel like in black culture,
Okay. Yo, shut.
I agree.
right? Like even just in terms of credibility and stuff like that. Like it was hard for, like I'd read that his girlfriend is like an artist, like a rock star or whatever. I don't know what you call it. Like yes, Grimes.
Yeah, she's
She
Canadian.
like she suffered. I know. She like took a hit for dating him because of like who he is and stuff like that. In our culture, it would be like the biggest win ever. It'd be like there'd be no criticisms. You know what I mean? Your face is. So do you believe in the whole? Oh, that's gorgeous. Do you believe in the whole
Read this book. This will tell you how the whole monetary system was set up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My interests were,
Yeah.
and yeah, so somebody brought it, and I had a chance to listen to it, and how they set up the whole monetary system, how there was no gold, it's not backed by anything. Somebody wrote a check from the is it the Treasury or the Federal what do they call it?
Reserve?
Reserve.
Okay. So this is
So-
like history. This is the actual history of how it all started.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I misunderstood what it was. All right.
Yeah.
Crazy. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
literally it's all made up. Well,
It's
it would
all-
be.
yeah, of course,
It would be.
of course.
We're just exchanging paper and agreeing that it has
Right.
value.
Exactly. Exactly. We
Exchanging
accept it.
time for numbers that
Right.
exist wherever.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Time is infinite, but we still try to count years. That's why time exists, and we know time doesn't exist. Like, come on, everybody should know that. That
Do you-
time is infinite.
Yes, for sure. Do you think when you hear people like selling their soul, do you think that's real? Like selling your soul for success?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, and I recommend a movie if no one's seen this yet. Angel Heart. Have you seen Angel Heart?
No.
With Lisa Bonet?
No.
I didn't say that.
Yes.
You did.
Come on.
Way.
So it talks about it's about that. It's about a soldier
Yeah.
that sold his soul
Wow.
because they wanted to be famous,
Wow.
and the movie's about how he owes Lucifer his soul.
Yeah.
So that's
Scary.
that's the synopsis.
Panther, selling your soul a real thing? Selling your soul for success. Do you think you could actually sell your soul to become richer? Sell your soul to become successful?
There's a door.
I'm going out tomorrow. I'm excited.
There's a door. When you get to a certain success, they open these doors for you.
Okay.
And it's up to you to choose which door you go to. But if you don't choose the door and you say no, then you're just going to be a regular guy. But if you go through the door, yeah, you can blow up. This is a real thing. This is a real thing.
So I want to spend the day there tomorrow. Yeah, man.
Uncle Sean, selling your soul, is that a real thing? Selling your soul for success? Do you think you could actually like
Yeah, I think
sell
so.
your
Comes from selling your soul, right? So when you sell your soul, the success that you've had to give it up your soul for it. So the millions and all this money and stuff doesn't mean nothing, because now you don't have what was yours, right? Money is not the answer.
Okay, so I love that
Fame
you would
is
say that.
not the answer.
Why do you think? Have you guys heard of the proverb in the Bible that it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven?
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
I have not.
Right?
It's true.
So basically, it means like it's impossible for a rich man to get into heaven.
Money breeds evil.
Yeah. What do you say?
I'd have to agree. I mean,
Really?
to some degree, obviously, there are good people out there that make a lot of money.
Yeah.
It feels so weird being.
That's okay. Just talk.
No, but I think there's a lot of people that do good, but I definitely think that it causes greed, for sure. And some people will take that the wrong way. And there's a lot of people out there that have taken it the wrong way, but
Cool.
Yeah, it could be like a drug. Money's like a drug.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because we were talking about this the other day. Like, how much is enough? Like, how
I'm
much is
asking
really
you.
enough?
Okay.
How much is
Yeah.
enough? Because
Yeah.
make money. I guess the game is to make money.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
they'll have 10 million, which I think is more than enough. But then they want 20 million, and then
It
they
just
want
depends.
100
So
million.
the thing is,
and then,
your 10 million doesn't stay 10 million.
yeah, but
10 million is, I mean, you've got.
depending on what you're buying, how you're spending your money, though.
Yeah.
Depending on how you're spending your money.
Yeah.
Because if you're making 100,000 a year,
Yeah.
right?
You
and
could
you spend
maintain.
your money right,
Yeah, for sure.
you could live like you have $10 million in the bank.
Yeah.
Or a millionaire. You
Yeah.
can live like you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to, if you go overboard with your spending, obviously you're not going to live like that.
Yeah.
But that's just
No, you
ridiculous. And
definitely
that's
have
what,
to always live beneath
that's what a
your
lot of
means.
people that have more than they need,
Yeah.
they end up having 5, 10 cars,
Yeah.
10 houses.
Yeah.
They
No.
don't even live in,
No.
they barely see any of these houses. Why not?
What is it, do you think, about wealth that's seen as a sin or that's seen as What is it about wealth that would make it hard for a rich man to get into heaven?
Because their wealth is like they live for their things. See what I'm saying? So if things are what they are driven by, then that's what then they're not thinking about God. They're not thinking about anything else. They're thinking about material things that they have. You know what I mean? I think that's what they mean by the rich man. Because the love of money, his love of money. You know what I mean?
I also think God appreciates like the ask. Like
Yes.
poor people are so
supposed to-
grateful.
Right.
Poor people
You're
are
supposed to
so
share. That's right.
grateful.
Right.
When I am at my most grateful when I don't have. So like when you're there and like saying, you know what, God, these groceries came together like it was a miracle. You know what I mean? Thank you, thank you. Like
yeah.
per bread, per
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I wonder sometimes, like, what would it be like to have all the money in the world where you don't have to worry about money? Like, what do you worry about then?
I'd like not to worry about it. Love, you know,
But
the
there's always
humans
stuff- but you're
notoriously
gonna-
will come up with other
will
stuff.
figure out stuff.
It
That's
would
what
be
I'm saying.
love. It would be you'd be obsessed about what Locke is doing and perfecting him, and it'd be just everything else. Maintaining your money. You know what I mean? So it just depends, like you said, on what your lifestyle is because it could be stressful maintaining your money.
Right.
There's still some wealthy people living paycheck to paycheck.
Right. Because they overspend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they want things that they see that's really not that important. You know what I mean? They don't prioritize, I guess, because they have it or they feel like they have it.
Lucky.
Right?
Yep.
Like
Hey.
basketball players.
What
Like you
about
see a lot
them?
of sports, not even just basketball players, but a lot of
Yeah.
sports players
Yeah,
that
those guys run
had
through their
money
money
and
very
then
quickly.
they're broke.
Yeah.
About that, like when he first got his first paycheck,
Yeah.
or first NBA check or whatever,
Yes.
or he got signed. No, he got his bonus or whatever, for signing bonus.
Yeah.
And he started spending like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then you realize, like $10 million, I think he must have had, something
Wow.
like that.
Yeah.
Something to that effect. And he's spending. And he was surprised to see how quick $10 million went within that
Yes.
year.
Wow.
In a year.
Wow. He
And then he
was
was thinking,
balling.
I gotta wait another X amount of time to get my
Wow.
next check.
Yeah.
So I gotta chill out.
Yeah.
So I guess that was his wake up call. But,
Yeah.
but I could see that totally happening.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure. The stuff is expensive.
Of
You
course.
go to these stores, you
Yes.
could easily spend 100K. 100K shopping
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah.
Because you
yeah.
do that 10 times and it's
Right.
$1 million.
Right. Right.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? So
It doesn't sound like a lot of the
No.
time in little intervals, 100,000.
why is it hard for a wealthy man to get into heaven?
What?
Oh, you never heard that saying?
Why is
It's
it?
easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven.
Who said that? Who knows that?
That's a proverb.
Who's
That's
been to
like-
heaven? Yo, listen, listen, man.
Wow.
Who's been to heaven?
Wow.
Who knows
a
that?
complete challenge. Of
Who knows that?
A
Do you know
complete
someone who's been to
challenge
heaven?
of it.
That's tell you that a rich person can't get there?
I love that.
Yeah, listen, my
I
man.
love this tape.
Listen, my man. Chop. Come on, Nisa. Really? Come on.
Wow.
Come on. Because I got
So
more
wealth doesn't
because-
make you inherently
hold on,
evil.
Hold on, because I got more money than you, I'm evil?
This is how some
move.
people feel.
Yo, move. Yo, you need some people
This
need
is
some
how some people
motivation.
feel.
People need motivation. How you gonna judge somebody because of what they have? You don't know how they got that money. Hello, people need to go mind their own business and go work, eh?
He said work harder.
Listen, man, what do you
I love
what
that.
if
I never
didn't-
felt
what if,
that way.
What if I didn't do nothing unrighteous to get my money? What if it was
Yeah.
an inheritance?
Yeah, that part. Or what if you're just doing like the right thing with your money? Challenge.
And what about the poor guy that's doing all kinds of crime?
Huh.
He's getting in, right?
Huh.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that your money is what's gonna entail you into getting into heaven or not.
Yeah, I'm heading out.
I don't believe that.
I love that.
See you later,
All right,
Panther.
kid.
Take it easy.
Bye, Ro.
Bye.
Bye, babe. See you later.
What's up, Hot TV? See you later.
I always wanted to challenge it because I had a friend. No, because
Your
I'm.
mom worked her whole life.
I'm
She's rich
personally-
now. Your mom got a good job. She's rich. She worked for hers. She left you
know.
something,
I know.
and you inherit that. That makes you evil.
No.
So
And
what
I
is
always-
this camel
and I always
through
never
the,
had
through
a-
the needle
I
of the
also-
eye? That's just a poem that sounds nice.
I also never had a cap on like wealth. I did have a friend that was like, no, you can't want to be a billionaire. I have a friend that he's always associating people's success with evil.
Suppose
So
you,
like, oh, the sacrifice was made. this guy got famous because
Suppose you bought into IBM.
Yes.
And you became rich because you made the right decision of buying into IBM.
Yes.
That means you're evil?
Have you ever heard the expression, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven?
I think I heard it. Or I heard a lot of sayings similar to that.
So why do you think it's difficult for a rich person to get into heaven?
Why is it difficult for a rich person to get into heaven? There could be a million. There could be so many reasons. You got to be more specific. Because who said it was difficult though? Who said it's that difficult? We don't know for sure if it's difficult for a rich person to get into heaven anyways.
That's what Pepper said. I love it.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, who says it was that difficult? Like, how do we know it's difficult for a rich person to get into heaven? What makes heaven and hell?
That's what Pepper said. I thought that was the most original answer.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. He said what I said. You see what I'm saying? So that's it, and that's logical because we're dealing with logic. So you know what I'm saying? Mathematics and science and common sense. It's common sense. Who's to say? You know what I mean? I ain't gotta say it again. Father said, I said it. You already know what I mean, Niece. So if you want to be a little more specific, or you want to ask something.
Well, it's just a proverb that's like.
Yeah, because I don't think
a lot of proverbs associate wealth with like evilness, and so why do people associate wealth with evilness?
I figured that's where you were trying to go with
it.
But who is to say wealth is evil? Like that was maybe something said back in the day, like a folklore story. Like they call it folklore story. They make up these little sayings and stories and quotes. I'm a guy, I read a lot of stuff. I read a lot of books. I do a lot of studies. I study a lot of math, knowledge, wisdom, sayings, quotes, shit like that, stories, whatever the hell it is. And I heard something like that before, but it still doesn't make sense to me. Amongst millions of other quotes
people
and sayings
keep
and
that
stuff.
Stuff in their heart. Well, I know, and maybe you know people that think like this too. As soon as somebody becomes like really famous, really popular, starts to blow up, they're like, oh, he sold his soul.
Yeah, and that could be made
God
up too.
forbid your friend dies around the same time. They're like, oh, that person was sacrificed.
No, yeah. Well, people are like, you know what it is? Sometimes in life, people want something to just talk about. Sometimes, we were talking about something just now similar, but not exactly the same, but it's almost like that. Human beings, the human species, I should say, they're like weird like that. They want something to talk about. Like majority of them are very social. Me, I get a little social with you on the camera. I'm social here at the shop, but I'm not that social. Like I go places where people say, "Hey, that guy's anti-social." But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, but majority of humans, they're not like that. They wouldn't be like, "Yo, I'm anti," or you know, like sometimes I'm quiet, or well, I'm just doing my thing. You know, human beings, they're weird like that. They want to talk. They want to be talked to. They want to talk about something.
Well, this is
so,
it. This
so
is why
often
people
that's what
connect
happens
you
with
guys.
these quotes and these conspiracy theories and all that. It's not to say it's made up, but it's something people want to run with and talk about. Like that quote you said about the rich man and the camel.
That's
and
biblical. That's biblical.
People
So
are
that
running
means-
around and they're talking about that,
Yeah.
but they didn't do the math, is it? Or they don't have the knowledge and the wisdom and understanding. Like Panther and I and many more people, or a handful, would say, wait a minute, does this really make sense? I get it. It's biblical or whatever, but also in the Bible too. No disrespect, I'm religious. I'm with all religions. It's all good. It's all cool. I'm multi-religional. But guess what? The Bible was made and written so many times too. So we don't know what was put in. A guy could put in anything in there. You know what I'm saying? I could go and type out a whole nother thing and say, hey, this was said, this, that. This is a letter from Bethlehem, 1800 BC. You know what I'm saying? It's just made up stuff. A lot of this stuff is made up propaganda.
No.
It's just for media and fun. It's folklore stories. Like
Well,
back
it's
in
life.
Guyana.
The thing is, it's just stories about life.
Yeah, it's stories.
Okay, let me turn on the music a bit. Are rich people responsible for taking care of poor people, of solving? Oh,
No.
wow!
No.
Wow!
No. Fend for your own. What do you mean? Because I have more, I'm supposed to take care of. No, if I feel like I need to do that, then I will do that. But it's not a
Not the world. You have, let's say, $87 billion. You're not responsible for taking care of something, cleaning up an ocean or two, cleaning up a neighborhood.
If I have
I'm
$87 million,
$87 billion.
I don't think I'm responsible for it, but I would help for it anyways. But it's not my responsibility because I'm rich.
Okay. Hey. You're a billionaire. Are you responsible for fixing the community? Are you responsible for at least maybe starting a water program or a community program?
If I was a billionaire,
Let's say you have $87 billion. Are you responsible for fixing some stuff? Answer your text. Where's Shawnee? Sean, you're a billionaire. You've got $87 billion.
Sorry, I was trying to read this thing.
It's okay. Are you responsible for fixing your community?
No, because I'll take that 86 billion and give it to the community and see what they do with it. Let them see what they do with it.
Okay.
I'll give you 86 billion right now. What are you gonna do with it for the community?
Yeah.
Don't think of yourself now. Think of the others. Right? I don't give a shit about money. Sorry. Excuse me.
No, that's
right?
fine.
I care about the community. So make sure we all live a happy and good life. 86 billion, darling. 86 billion, G. I would give my whole life for others to enjoy my 86
Well, this is what I'm
billion.
saying. Stretch.
Myself enjoy.
You're a billionaire. Are you responsible for helping your community?
Yes, you
for
are.
improving your community?
Yes,
You're not-
you
you know
are.
what?
You are responsible.
You're not. No,
but at the same
you're
time,
not.
you're not.
You're not.
But at the same
Okay, let's
time,
just drop the real. Let's drop the real. Let's drop the real.
Yeah,
this is how
no,
it goes.
no,
this
you
is how it goes.
can't.
This is how it goes.
How many guys
Everyone,
you can't give it
but
to?
that's us. That's us.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Unks is right.
No.
Like us, that's us. We got money. I got $10. All of us here is busting up that $10.
We all eat.
But
we all eating.
no one is obligated to that.
No.
So me,
No.
Stress, SST, whatever the hell you call me,
That's it.
if I have a pizza here and I say it's one slice left and I bust it up, me, Hot
Yeah.
TV, Panther, all of us.
Everybody
come
get a
around.
slice, and somebody
And
wants
then,
two.
and then the next day, wait, just listen. Let me drop the sentence. Listen. Then the next day, someone else has it and they eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
I can't. Maybe a younger me, as AKA a more ignorant me, might be like, oh, why did he do that? Why blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I can't look at someone else how they do things because why? Not everyone has the same mind. And when we learn that in life, not everyone has the same mind. The reason why not everyone has the same mind is because everybody was raised differently in separate homes, separate households, separate families. Everyone has different beliefs. So I may have in my mind that, you know what, if I get $1 billion, I gotta help the community, like you said, I gotta start water, I gotta do this, whatever. That may be me. But someone else, they're not obligated to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been around people, I know a lot of people, older, younger, elder, smelter, whatever. And I heard some older people that have nice families. And I heard them say, oh, one day they're talking about wills and death and this, that, whatever. And I heard them say, oh, when I die, I'm donating all my money to charity. I'm donating my house money to charity. I'm donating everything. And I felt like, I didn't say nothing, but in my head, I'm like, how could they say that when they have A, B, C, D, this son, that son, this kid, that kid? What are they talking about? But then I had to catch myself and know what I'm knowing, and when I'm learning and learned, and I'm still learning as we go on, I had to realize that everyone is raised different. And not as alone as everyone raised different. Everyone could do what they want to do with their money. Not, you know what I'm saying? Unless someone owes you. If someone owes me and they made $1 billion, they're like, oh, he owes me and he didn't do it. I get it. But if no one owes you, let them do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't be pocket watching. You know what I'm saying? Let everyone do what they gotta do. And there's a God. So if you feel like someone, there's a God. So if you feel like someone is doing the wrong thing with their money, God will deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta worry about that. Respect, General. Respect.
Johnny, can you turn on the music just a little bit? Just a tiny bit. I have a question to ask
This is
him.
Panthers music. It's not mine. I didn't put this on.
The box is right there. Anyway.
Just do that.
I'm gonna turn it up. I'm gonna turn it back up. Can we just get Pete on camera?
What, Frank? Just like that.
Pete, if you're a billionaire, do you have a responsibility to help your community, to fix stuff? Let's say you've got $87 billion. Or do you have to start a community center? Do you have to try and like fix flipping hunger?
You can.
House some people?
You totally can. And I'm sure it'd be more satisfying than buying cars and houses,
Huh.
helping other people, especially when you know you have more than enough. Absolutely. I think they should help. Someone had said it the other day, I think 10% of what are their earnings should go to some type of charity.
Yeah.
That's fair. And that's not too much to ask.
Obligated.
You're not obligated though. No, you're not obligated. But depend on.
Your fault that the next guy's poor.
No.
Do you need to take care of the poor guy that don't want to do nothing? No.
Okay, I feel differently.
To create
Let me just, for the
opportunities for
record,
people?
let me
Yeah.
just say, for the record, I feel differently. I feel like you actually do have an obligation to help the poor. It makes your money, it purifies your money, it purifies your, it's biblical.
To get my money. How's my money dirty? I didn't do no dirt to get my money.
Yeah.
How's my money dirty?
I'm not saying your money's dirty.
My money wasn't. It was.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying your money's dirty. I'm just saying giving 10% to God, saying, you know what? I recognize that a piece of this has to go to helping other people.
I'm not saying. I'm not.
Has to go.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but it's not an obligation. You shouldn't be obligated or feel like you have to do that.
I feel like I have to. What were we talking about? Okay, being obligated, feeling obligated to give your money.
Yeah, that, like I don't get that, because at the end of the day, I work hard for mine,
Yeah.
and if I don't have it, I'm not gonna be mad and say, well, Pete's got more than me. He needs to give me some of his.
No, for sure
I'm
not.
just gonna work harder until I
Yeah.
can get as much as he.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask him, how'd you get yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna be a like that's some hater fucking stupid.
I feel like some of it is attached to it. I feel like some of
it's
the
a hater lifestyle that we need to get out of and stop blaming people for being rich or being more successful and try to bring yourself up to that level. And stop trying to pull the guy down from up there like you're a crab in the barrel. Reaching up top trying to grab the guy. Like, leave the guy up there alone. Ask him how he got up there so you can get up there too. Because if he got up there, you can get up there too. It's not unreachable. It's reachable for everybody. You just have to want it and have to put in the work.
I love that. If you heard about this, I saw a post about it. Maybe I should even flipping Google it so I could show you the picture, because this is the craziest thing you ever saw in your life.
It's wicked, bro. That's the thing, right? Like, me and Sean were talking about it earlier, bro. Like, bro, people remember you. It's a small world. Be good. That's right. Be good.
Wow, I love that. I love that. I love that. Come on. Okay, so I have a question for you. No, because I love this. Because you saying that is like, I wonder what you're gonna say.
It's true.
So if you're a billionaire, do you have a responsibility to give back to your community?
Oh, of course. Absolutely, dude. Anybody with that kind of money has power. Anybody with that kind of power definitely has to give back. Just pay it forward. You got lucky, you got that money. As a matter of fact, it didn't matter what kind of work you put in, you still struck luck, bottom line. So pay it forward. Absolutely. Spread that love around.
I love that. Thank you.
No problem.
That's how I feel as well. No, I know. Okay, so in terms of AI, this is what I'm saying. We have a choice about how much we embrace it. We have a choice about whether we hire human, whether we shop human, whether that stuff matters.
Yeah. No, it does though. Like we can't have that kind of stuff. We need compassion. We need human compassion again.
Yeah.
We need the touch, the feel, the senses.
Yeah.
You know, like we need to stay in tune with that. That's our.
Yeah.
That's what keeps us intertwined. Like.
Yeah.
That's our root system.
Yeah.
Is our senses, right?
Did you notice that Meta died? The whole metaverse, it fell apart. The whole idea of wearing goggles and living in a different world. You know what I mean? Did you actually try the goggles on?
I have them.
I got dizzy. Have you tried them? Did you try the metaverse?
I put on VR stuff, but I never really went down to like metaverse stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they put a stop and a pause to all this AI stuff. It's getting out of control.
People want real life. Like let's stay positive and let's stay hungry for real life.
Yeah, true.
We don't have to create another world.
True. Yeah, exactly.
Let's figure out this one.
Right.
No, let's figure out this one first.
Honestly,
Exactly.
come on.
You know, make sure your house is in order before you go out and try to save the world.
That part.
Exactly.
That
That
part.
kind of business.
Exactly. Exactly. They're trying to pull us deeper and deeper into the friggin' abyss.
Okay, well this is it. Talking about the abyss. I don't know if you guys saw this or heard about it. Story time with Satan, the Satanic Club does story time at a library.
Yeah, it's horrible.
This guy was like dressed in this suit. He had like horns. He looked like basically it was Satan hosting story time at a library. There's all these little kids.
children.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's basically because some people are Satan worshippers, right? Like that's their religion, their constitutional right religion.
Yeah.
So this guy was able to like go into, I don't
Yeah,
know,
but
it
it
just
doesn't
gave me the
belong in the
chills.
public system, you know what I mean? Like if your
Huh.
parents want to buy tickets to bring you to that kind of show and they're part of that cult, that's a different story. But like, it doesn't belong in the public system. The government shouldn't be behind that. And the second that ends up in the public system, the government should be right behind it, yanking it out, ending its funding, and putting some kind of laws against it. Like
They're getting behind it now.
that's part of that
They're
constitution.
getting behind it because they also have an after-school program.
Really?
Yeah.
After school
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's all it is convolution. Like
That's what I'm saying.
they're grooming the kids. That's the
Programming,
bottom
yeah.
line. It's programming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Programming at its finest.
Super. Forcing the mindset.
That's it.
You know, like not giving them options and making them see this. It's unbelievable to me. Actually, it doesn't belong.
So if Satan is a person, if Satan is real,
Satan's not real.
if Satan is a person, who would you say is Satan?
Concept.
He's not.
Oh, there's no Satan? There's no devil.
Satan's in your conscience. That's it.
Concept, man.
It's Satan is here to make you think to do the wrong. Right? He's that same angel devil on your shoulder.
Okay.
Obviously, like,
You always go this way, right?
Satan.
But he's there to make you want more than you think you want. He's there to make you
That's
thinking
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's thinking he's making you feel like, oh, this ain't enough. You gotta get more.
Okay, so you're saying Satan is real then?
No.
I don't think it's real.
He's a conscience. That's it.
And what he's saying is what
Oh,
we're being
you're saying
fed.
there's no physical manifestation of Satan.
no,
Satan is
he's
just
in
a
everybody.
part of your consciousness.
Like God is in everybody.
Yeah.
Satan is in everybody. The good, the bad, the good, the evil, the dark, the light, right? So God, like what He is what you don't want to be, but you can't help avoiding Him.
Yeah, I like
You can't.
where this guy's going. I like where he's going, bro. I like where he's going with this.
he cuts it, he opens it right up.
Who's this?
Honestly, what I was gonna say to that is like
Yeah.
Satan represents a contrast, just like God represents a contrast.
Okay.
It's being able to understand extremes. You can't understand like a true happiness without a true sadness.
Okay.
And the deeper the roots, the higher the mountain, right?
Okay.
So like it's balance, it's contrast. That's all it's representing, one side of the scale, right? So the idea of Satan represents choice, and you have forks in the road everywhere you go, right? It's God or Satan. It just represents your choice, your balance, your options. Right? So,
Well said. Exactly what it was.
I love it.
Yeah.
taking your hip
I'm sorry, are you joining the tournament?
I am
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Love it. Okay,
a lot of
final word on wealth, evil, a rich man not getting into heaven, being responsible for your community,
Okay, so
who rules the world.
I'm gonna redefine wealth though,
Okay,
because I think a lot of people are wealthy
I
and
love that.
they don't even know they're
I
wealthy.
love that.
See what I'm saying? So wealth, to me, wealth is happiness. Wealth is peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? So, and we can all find these things. We just need to do our research, study, practice routines every day, just like how we practice for anything else to master. Practice and find that space in your head where you could be free and at peace. And then everything else will start coming in. That's my word of the day.
I love that. That's it.
Thank you for watching another episode of Shop Talk. Please remember to press that subscribe button down at the bottom. Peace.
I did it.